In 1886, the world had no traffic lights, no highways, no drivers. Machines didn't belong on the road. There was no road for them. But inside a small workshop in Mannheim, Germany, a quiet engineer named Karl Benz was building something no one had seen before. A three-wheeled wooden carriage with a small single-cylinder engine, slow, shaky, and louder than anything around it. People laughed at him. Some called it a toy, some called it a mistake, a few even called it dangerous. But Karl Benz believed in one idea. This is the future. He patented the Benz patent Motorwagen, the first true automobile in human history. But an invention only becomes real when someone proves it works in the real world. That someone was Bertha Benz. She wasn't just Karl's wife. She was the believer who turned an idea into a movement. One early morning, without telling him, she took the Motorwagen and drove more than 100 kilometers from Mannheim to Pforzheim on rough roads built only for horses. When she finished that journey, people realized something powerful. The automobile wasn't a toy. It was the beginning of a new world. And while the world was waking up in Mannheim, something equally historic was happening 100 kilometers away in Cannstatt. Here, two engineers, Gottlieb Daimler and Wilhelm Maybach, were chasing a different question. How do we build engines that are small, light, and incredibly fast? Their answer was a revolutionary high-speed engine, tall, narrow, and so loud that neighbors thought it might explode. People called it the grandfather clock engine. While Benz focused on stability and practical travel, Daimler and Maybach focused on speed and innovation. They put their fast engine on a bicycle, creating one of the first motorbikes. They put it on boats, on carriages, on anything they could find. Two futures developing at the same time. And here's the twist. Karl Benz and Gottlieb Daimler never met, never worked together. Yet together, their ideas would form the foundation of the modern automotive world. Karl Benz built Benz and Key Daimler, and Maybach built Daimler Motorengesellschaft, better known as DMG. Benz specialized in practical, reliable cars. DMG specialized in fast, experimental machines. And then, a third force entered the story. Emil Jelinek, a businessman obsessed with racing. He demanded a new kind of car from DMG. Lower, wider, faster, more stable. Daimler and Maybach engineered it. When Jelinek raced it, he didn't use his own name. He used his daughter's, Mercedes. The car dominated races so completely that people didn't ask, "What car is that?" They asked, "Is that the Mercedes?" The name became a legend before the brand even officially existed. But history wasn't finished testing them. War, economic collapse, hyperinflation. By the early 1920s, both Benz and Kia and DMG were struggling to survive. The solution was radical. In 1926, the two companies merged, forming Daimler-Benz AG. And their cars would now carry one name, Mercedes-Benz. The three-pointed star of Daimler, the engineering legacy of Benz, the racing prestige of Mercedes, all united. From here on, the story becomes one. A brand shaping the future of cars. Racing pushed that future forward. Mercedes cars started earning a reputation for precision and power. But in the 1930s, something iconic appeared on the track. High-speed machines with bare, polished aluminum bodies, gleaming silver under the lights. Legend says the paint was removed to save weight for race regulations. What remained looked like arrows made of metal. The world named them, Die Silberpfeile, the Silver Arrows. They weren't just race cars, they were engineering ambition on wheels. Everything learned from these machines would later shape the road cars that millions would drive. Meanwhile, on public roads, Mercedes was creating vehicles for comfort, reliability, and elegance. Touring cars, sedans, coupes. These models slowly evolved into something more organized and structured, what we now know as Mercedes classes. Before S-Class, E-Class, or C-Class existed as names, they existed as ideas. A luxury flagship for innovation. A strong executive car for long distances, a compact model for everyday life, a lightweight sports line, and a tough off-road machine. These ideas became S-Class, the future of luxury and safety, E-Class, the dependable executive workhorse, C-Class, precision in a compact form, SL, elegance and performance in one, G-Class, unstoppable strength. Among all of them, one car rose above the rest, a masterpiece, the 300 SL Gullwing. Its space-frame chassis was so advanced that normal doors were impossible. So the doors opened upward, like wings. Born from racing, built with precision, beautiful in every curve. For many, it remains the most iconic Mercedes ever made. Innovation continued in every decade. But the S-Class became the brand's center of gravity. This is where new technology arrived first. Anti-lock brakes, airbags, stability control, radar cruise, night vision. If you wanted to know how cars would feel a decade later, you looked at the S-Class today. But power had another home, a wilder, louder home. That home had 3 letters, AMG. 2 former Mercedes engineers, Aufrecht and Melcher, started tuning engines in a small garage. In 1971, their massive red 300 CL 6.8, nicknamed the Red Pig, shocked the world. Too heavy, too large, completely wrong for endurance racing. And yet, it finished near the very top. Speed defeated logic. Over time, AMG and Mercedes grew closer until AMG became part of the family. Now Mercedes-AMG builds some of the most powerful road cars in the world, from the C63 and E63 to the GT to the AMG 1 with Formula One technology. At the same time, another legend was taking shape. In the mid-1970s, the Iranian military under the Shah requested a vehicle that could survive deserts, mountains, and conflict zones. Mercedes partnered with Steyr-Puch to build a machine focused purely on durability. A heavy frame, boxy lines, 3 locking differentials, serious ground clearance. In 1979, the G-Wagen was born. First a military tool, then a global icon. Actors, musicians, entrepreneurs, everyone wanted one. Luxury inside, brutal strength outside. Today, Mercedes reaches a new era, the era of electricity. The EQ lineup, EQS, EQE, EQA, and concepts like the Vision EQXX reshape what a car can be. No pistons. No exhaust, just instant torque, software intelligence, and silence. Screens stretch across the dashboard. AI learns your habits. Everything feels like the future. And yet, beneath all this progress, beneath the luxury, the speed, the silence, one truth remains. Mercedes-Benz isn't just a car brand, it's a legacy. From a shaking wooden Motorwagen, to the Silver Arrows, to the Gullwing, to the 300 SL 6.8 Red Pig, to the G-Wagen, to AMG Monsters, to electric EQ Visions. Mercedes has spent nearly 140 years pushing forward without forgetting where it began. It began with Karl Benz in a small workshop. It grew with Daimler and Maybach in a shed. It carried the name of a young girl, Mercedes. It survived war and crisis. It merged, evolved, raced, innovated, and became a symbol recognized everywhere on Earth. A symbol of engineering, a symbol of ambition, a symbol of motion. And this is only the beginning. This is AutoLore. If you want to see where this entire journey truly started, watch our full story of Bertha Benz, the woman who became the first driver in history. The video is pinned below. Subscribe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next legend.